Hello everyone, it is a genuine pleasure to have you sitting down here with me today. Make yourself comfortable, maybe grab your coffee, and let's settle in as we unpack some truly transformational insights. Welcome to Empower Fantastic Life. Find your power, live without limits. Today, we're doing a deep dive sharing session into the brilliant work of Coach Wonderful Huang. We're going to explore her incredibly powerful strategies for awakening the second half of your life and actually reclaiming your true direction.
So let me ask you a very direct question to kick things off. Are you currently living someone else's itinerary? Have you ever had that quiet moment sitting at your desk where you pause, look around and wonder if the path you're walking actually belongs to you? Coach Wong points out that a lot of us are unknowingly living our lives on a prepackaged tour. We're simply moving from one predetermined stop to the next without ever really consulting our own inner compass.
And that brings us perfectly into our first major mindset shift. Farewell, tour group life, reclaiming your navigation rights. To understand this, let's look at why the first half of our lives often leaves us feeling so exhausted and empty. Often, we spend our early years blindly chasing societal milestones, right? Graduating, getting the right job, seeking approval from parents, teachers, and society at large. It's a lot like being on a crowded tour bus. You're safely following a guide holding a little flag, you're seeing exactly what everyone else sees, but ultimately, it just feels kind of hollow. Well, the second half of life, the true awakening, is about handing back that group ticket. It's about renting your own car, taking the wheel, and having the courage to explore beautiful, unknown alleyways driven entirely by your own inner drive.
Now, let's move into our next crucial phase, embracing your life's winter, the power of pausing. Because taking control of the wheel doesn't mean the road is always sunny. We all face inevitable, forced pauses. When sudden pauses happen, like the global pandemic that brought Coach Huang's own highly successful career to a sudden halt, we enter what she calls winter hibernation. Now, for modern professionals who are completely obsessed with constant growth, this creates immense anxiety. But it is absolutely a critical season of internal reflection and resting. Think of life's winter, exactly like your smartphone doing an overnight OS update. The screen goes completely black, it looks totally unresponsive, it seems dead, but beneath the surface, it is quietly and intensely rewiring itself so that it can run faster, smoother, and better tomorrow. Your life's winter is that exact same upgrade process.
Just consider this profound piece of Jewish wisdom. Evening to night is the start of a new day. I love that. It completely reframes how we view the dark periods of our lives. The darkness is not an ending. Actually, it is the foundational, vital preparation period that must occur before your spring can even arrive. You use this time to quietly reflect and align, not to panic.
So, once your internal update is complete and spring finally arrives, where do we drive our newly rented car? That leads us to the three-meaning compass, charting your true direction. This introduces Coach Huang's 614 Life Navigation Tool. It's precisely designed to help us move past blind ambition on one end and completely apathetic lying flat on the other. You see, a successful second half of life requires all three of these slices to be in perfect harmony. First, you need it to be interesting. You must live with curiosity. Second, it must be meaningful. You need to connect with a calling that actually aligns with your personal values. And third, it has to be impactful. You use your growth to support and illuminate others. It's no longer just about career success. The goal here is total holistic fulfillment.
Let's get practical and look at your personal navigation toolkit, packing for the journey.
A new roadmap requires new supplies to make this independent, self-navigated journey an actual reality, not just some inspiring concept. Coach Huang provides a systematic coaching process to really strip away those external labels. The journey begins internally by uncovering your core advantages, which gives you the baseline to read your life's big data. With that data, you can redefine what true success actually looks like for you. From there, you branch outward to plant benefactor trees, ultimately breaking the limiting beliefs that kept you on that crowded tour bus in the first place.
Let's look a little closer at reading life's big data. This basically means objectively analyzing your past failures to intelligently budget your future energy. Facing your past regrets is exactly like looking at your year-end Spotify Wrapped or your annual credit card statement. You don't sit there and judge the raw data, you simply review it to understand your patterns so you can budget your energy much better for the next trip. It's literally just data, it's not a verdict on your worth.
Then we have the incredibly beautiful concept of planting a benefactor tree. This is all about building deep, supportive networks through genuine gratitude. Instead of that superficial networking where you just hand out business cards at a noisy event, you are creating intentional moments of sincere appreciation. You are actively thanking those who supported you. And doing this transforms a cold contact list into a warm, deeply supportive human ecosystem.
We have covered immense ground today, moving from the crowded tour bus to the profound freedom of the open road. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. What is one tour group expectation you can cancel today to start reclaiming your own itinerary? Really take a moment to think about that. You've been listening to Empower Fantastic Life, Jaeger Empowerment Academy. See you next time. Bye-bye.